What's up guys, C2113 here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a mysterious clicking noise that's appeared on my Galaxy Z Fold 3's inner display. Alright guys, so today I'm just going to be making a quick video, and I know I always get complaints that I'm too detailed, I go into too much detail, I talk too much, whatever it is, but today I'm really going to try and keep the video short. All this video is going to be about is an issue that I'm having with my Z Fold 3. I want to let you guys know what's going on, and I also want to ask you if you've experienced a similar issue or if you know somebody who's experienced a similar issue. So just this morning, I was using my Z Fold 3. I was using the S Pen and write something down. And while I was doing that, of course, I was going across the crease. Now, while it's not exactly a stellar experience crossing that crease, it's certainly not an insurmountable obstacle to being able to enjoy using the S Pen, so it doesn't bother me that much. And also, I don't really do any like super detailed art or anything like that. I definitely can't draw to save my life. So for me, it's primarily just notes and using it as a navigational tool. So for that, it's not a big deal at all. So I was taking a note and I was listening to some music at the time. And when I crossed over this section in the crease, which is about, I'd say 2/3 of the way up the crease from the bottom, I heard a strange noise. Now I'm going to try and get you guys to be able to hear it on camera. Let me go ahead and do that right now. But I almost didn't recognize that it was out of the ordinary. I thought it was just the same sound of the S Pen just crossing the crease, which, you know, it's a little soft nib on a plastic screen. It makes a little bit of noise. But when I turned the music off and I did it again, I realized that I wasn't just hearing things. That was actually making a noise. Importantly, a noise that it didn't make before. So let me go ahead and try and get you to be able to hear this. So I don't know if you guys can hear that. I tried to boost the audio as best I could. Basically, the best way I can describe it is a click, because that's the simplest way I can describe it. To describe it in detail, I would say it sounds like if you've ever had something that required adhesive to stick down, but it didn't want to stay stuck and it kept popping back up. That's what that sounds like. You can see these Reddit posts where people have been having a similar issue, so I know I'm not the only one, although it does seem to be more common on the Fold than the Flip, and I don't know exactly why that is. I'm no expert, and I can't remember in detail exactly where everything was when I watched the teardown, because obviously I haven't tried to pull this thing apart myself. But my theory is that along the hinge, along the crease, you've got crossovers where the wiring and the ribbon cables between the two sides have to go. And so my theory is in that one particular spot right here, there's supposed to be adhesive holding down this side of this display, just like it is on the other side with adhesive, except on this side, because there's a ribbon cable there, the adhesive is weaker. And so basically as the phone flexes back and forth, that adhesive eventually weakens. I could be totally off base. And you know what, Samsung, if you know what's going on, feel free to let me know. But as of this video, I've already contacted Samsung. I'm gonna be getting a replacement, and then I'll be sending this phone back. Currently, with the situation of the chip shortage and the high demand, the phone's back ordered for like 2 weeks, so it's gonna be a while before I get my replacement, but I'll definitely be letting you guys know what the process was like for me in my full review. And spoiler, it wasn't all great. I'm still actually waiting to hear back if they're even willing to accept my claim, because believe it or not, I had to file a claim for this. But anyway, I'll go into that in the full review. But I just wanna let you guys know I've been experiencing this weird clicking noise. It's a new development. And while it might be harmless, I'm not really willing to take that chance on something that costs this much, especially since I want to be able to enjoy this for the whole, at least the next year, even if I do get the Fold 4, right? So for me, I just wasn't willing to take the chance that this could get worse, or that I could see other issues develop with the hinge and the crease, maybe even causing, the screen to crack or something like that. So for me, just being prudent, I'm going to get this thing replaced. Certainly, since I've had this thing for pretty much less than 2 weeks. So hardly seems fair to have to live with something like that when that's clearly not how it's supposed to operate. But anyway, guys, if you yourself have had this experience, definitely let me know in the comments below. I think it's probably still somewhat rare, although the fact that I'm seeing Reddit posts about it means that there are at least some people that are experiencing it. But hopefully it's just a fluke and it's not a common occurrence, because otherwise I've been very happy with this phone so far. And I was actually really looking forward to doing my full review on it. And that, trust me, that's still coming out. And while I'm not going to pull any punches when it comes to this issue, as in I'm obviously going to talk about it, I'm also going to be honest with you guys in the sense that I'm not going to let this overshadow everything else that's great about this phone. And until I have reason to believe that this is an intentional or a gross oversight of Samsung, I'm going to treat it as what I think it is, which is just a fluke, a lemon, a manufacturing defect. And that's what it is. So anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to give me a like. If you have any questions, comments, your own experiences, you've had the same issue with your display on your Z Fold or Z Flip 3, definitely let me and everyone else know in the comments below. And as always, if you want to see more updates on what happens, my full review, etc., definitely don't forget to get subscribed.